The wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tiggers are wonderful things. Hey, thank you.
I'll maybe respond as cheerily. The wonderful thing about Tiggers is that Tiggers are wonderful things.
Very nice. Wow. Hey, everybody, Jim Cummings here, and if Tigger were here, he'd say, thanks, everybody, for bouncing on in here and enjoying the show. But before we go, I want you to do me a small favor. Hit like, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the show. Now, speaking of enjoying the show, enjoy the show.
Hello, 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 Fan Expo Vancouver. How are we doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the second ever live recording of Toon'd In with Jim Cummings. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Yes, yes, yes. Who here has seen or heard the podcast before? Hands up. Ah, so a lot of you have some work to do. Yes, yes, we have a good time. There's just really briefly, there's a whole bunch of guests that are at this convention right now that have been on the podcast. We've had a great time, just discussing acting, voice acting, even some Disney artists have been on. So if you haven't seen it, be sure to check it out. And without further ado, I'm gonna introduce our guest for today. You know her from My Little Pony, none other than Nicole Oliver.
Oh, I got a hug. Where you want me, friend?
Right here in the middle, it's fine. And last but not least, none other than the legend himself, Mr. Jim Cummings. How are you doing, Jim?
Thank you, my brother. Bless you. All righty.
Hello.
Is this thing on?
Hello.
Nice place you got here.
Hello. Oh, I got my glasses on my head. I'm ready. Look at all the pretty people out there.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. How you doing?
I'm blinded, so I'm glad. Are you sure they're out there? Okay, good. It sounds good. Sounds promising. Thanks for all getting out of bed and coming down and seeing us. Thank you so very much. I say we get dangerous now. What do you think? Let's get dangerous. What do you think, Christopher? Shall we?
So I have no voices, but we shall.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm quite honored to be sitting with Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, like a likely story. You have 20 minutes to cut that out. All right.
Only if you give me some honey.
Oh, that's
Hey,
her
now,
sexy
come
pony
on.
voice. I don't think ponies are allowed to talk like that, are they?
Only on their off hours, I think.
Oh, well, I hope this hour isn't off. But it is, so it's too late. And thanks all for being here, folks. This is lovely. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I thought we could start at the beginning. One of the things that fascinates me so much about the entertainment industry is all the avenues that actors and performers take to end up where they are in their career. And I've been listening and researching on you, Nicole, and I think that you share a lot of similar philosophies to Jim when it comes to your approach, your creative approach to acting or anything like that. But you also had very different backgrounds. You were classically trained, correct? You went over the pond.
I did. I trained Shakespeare. Jeremy Irons was one of my instructors.
No.
Yes, name drop.
Scar himself.
Name drop, yes.
And like Elizabeth Taylor told you, never be a name dropper.
Well, too late
Right?
now, I guess.
It's too late, right?
Yeah, I started, I was a dancer a long time ago when I was a kid. And so, and that's really hard on the body. I tore my knee out when I was 12, and then I thought I'd be a lawyer.
Oh, wow. Then went your pole vaulting career. Right.
And then I did the school play, and I got bitten by the bug.
Ooh.
But my parents said I had to get an education. So I did go the classical route. I went to theater school and graduated a long time ago when the earth was flat. and have been a professional actor for pushing almost 40 years now.
Wow.
And yeah,
That's
it's
good.
Amazing. I started when I was -5. No.
And you're only 32, so that's
Exactly.
amazing.
Right.
Wow.
that's girl math. And
You were acting like an embryo.
I was
Because
just
you
Lying there and vibrating.
But no, so I'm doing a long time in a lot of different avenues, and even in my career, I've done a lot of things. I'm really grateful to be able to do what I love, and I don't take that for granted every day.
Right.
At all. Yeah.
How old were you, do you think, when you knew you had the bug? When you said, I'm going to do this and that's it?
16.
16, yeah?
Doing the high school play.
Yeah, is that what it was? That you
The prime
heard
of
the
Miss
applause
Jean,
and
the
that was...
prime of Miss Jean Brody. I remember walking out on stage, and I remember the applause, and I just remember. Well, I just loved being part of a group of just playing and getting to be something different, or walk in different shoes, or experience different emotions that maybe you weren't allowed to. And the freedom in that, was intoxicating, and rewarding. And I'm still doing it, so yeah.
Still going.
Still trying.
Yeah, absolutely. Good for you.
I want to go back and ask you what it was like working with Jeremy Irons, like having a mentor like that, having a coach or a teacher like that. What was that like? And Jim, for you, when you sang in The Lion King, did you work with Jeremy Irons or were you separate?
No, I didn't. I don't think we ever really met, which is kind of weird. But no, I was there. I had already sung a song, a demo for Hakuna Matata. Jess Harnell and I. You guys know Jess, Animaniacs. Gotta love him. Jess Harnell. Well, Disney hired us to do a demo for Ernie Sabella and Nathan Lane, Pumbaa and Timon. And they figured, because they weren't singers, they said, well, let's just get Jim and Jess to do it. So we'll... they can give them a cassette, they can drive around in their car, listen to it over and over for a month. That way you know the song like you know Happy Birthday. Everybody knows Happy Birthday. It's that kind of thing. So that's what they did. And they said, since you're here, would you like to take a swing at Be Prepared? The villain song. You guys saw Lion King, right? Be prepared. And the bad guy has to laugh at the end of the song. It's a law. And so there you go. And they said, well, let's have Jim take a swing at it. And it apparently I didn't stink. So I snuck into the movie too.
That's so cool.
A
Yeah.
lot of those happy circumstances.
Well, I met Mr. Irons, call me Jeremy. It was at Oxford in England, and I was boarding there at Balliol College. And he was teaching us shocking Shakespeare.
Wow.
And we were doing Julius Caesar, and every day we'd meet out in the quad and go walking along the Thames and talk Shakespeare and do our lines. Wow. And my classmates were from all around the world, so not all of them spoke English. So I might be doing my lines in English, but the other actors would be speaking Spanish or Russian, and it was mind-boggling. And then we just sit down and have a pint and talk.
Yes.
So... it was this real kind of fundamental introduction for me to the substance and the foundation that somebody I've admired has and had, and just how real it all was too. You get to separate the artifice from the acting, right? And in such a gorgeous location, steeped in history,
boy.
It was
no kidding.
Really inspiring.
Wow, you're walking in some well-worn steps over there in Shakespeareville.
Yes.
Right?
Very, very much so. All the world's a stage and all that, Yeah.
The whole world is, yes.
Yes.
Here's one now.
Another question I have for both of you. I mean, one of the things that fascinates me so much about voice acting is just the ability to obviously change your voice into so many different characters. For you two specifically, one of the talents that amazes me is your ability to play so many different characters within the same show. Like I saw you were on a show called Littlest Pet Shop, where you played over 20 characters.
Yeah.
Over 20 characters. Jim, for you, I think of, Sarge's Heroes, where you played pretty much every single character.
Yeah.
So what is the process, and how much do you lean on the animation to differentiate your voice when you're doing over 20 voices in one project.
Yeesh. Take it away.
Process. Well, I listen a lot to the world around me. I get inspired by what I hear around me. But I've always been making funny voices ever since I was a kid. My mom told me I spoke with a British accent for 6 months when I was like 6 years old.
No kidding.
Drove her nuts. And then I apparently switched to a French accent. So I've always loved the music of voices. Wow. And I haven't been arrested yet, but I was one time I was in Nordstrom's and there was this woman who was at the makeup,
And she was looking for a very particular kind of blush. And she was going on and on and on about the blush, not too orange, not too coral, but you know something.
I hate it when it's too orange.
It's too orange.
and I was like, who is that? And so I was trying to get my phone out to record her and not get arrested for stalking. So, I mean, that we all have so many voices inside of us. It just takes the courage, I think, to take the leap. But I also get inspired by lots around me and those who've come before me. So
Yeah. Do you? I used to do impressions of my relatives.
Oh yes.
Do you do what?
Yes.
Where do you come up with your?
So I have an Aunt Sylvia who lives in Winnipeg, Manitoba, above Minnesota. And Sylvia used to smoke, but she didn't smoke. You know what I mean? You know. And so when I would go over, Nikki, that's what my family called me, was Nick. Oh, Nikki, look at it's so, oh no, no, I'm not smoking. No, Nikki, but today I had a bit of wine.
The cigarette smoking.
Yeah.
It wasn't her.
Yeah, well, cigarette smoking. Maybe both. That might explain a lot. But so family too, really great. Yeah, nobody's billed me yet for using their voice, but I'm sure that's to come.
Yeah. Well, my Aunt Grace, God rest her soul, was Lieutenant Spinelli on Chippendale's Rescue Rangers. I know that sounds terrible. You guys see that show, Chippendale? Remember, it's an old show. Oh, thanks. Thank you very much.
But, to my way of thinking, my little ears, that's just the way she sounded. How you doing there, Jimbo? Get over here. Give your Aunt Grace a hug.
That was my aunt, not my uncle. And so, I just put her in a cartoon, and everybody bought it. That's one of my tricks, and I to this day, I'll still come up with different things like that. And I put two together. Did you ever blend together two people?
Yeah, well, my boys, when they were little, their voices, because kids' voices are unbelievable. They're such great reactors. And on some shows,
they're going to want to hire an adult to do a boy, do a boy voice or something because we can work longer hours and maybe we won't be as temperamental. I don't know, Jim, but
sometimes I'd be looking at my kids and they'd be like,
stop it, Mom, stop it. Don't steal my voice, Mom. Stop it. It's like
I was the voice snatcher. But
that's pretty good. And he was right smack dab in the middle of puberty there, it sounded like to me. Was that about right?
When the kids are kind of there, they're down here, and then they're up here, down here. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I was in 9th grade and I'd answer the phone. Hello, how you doing? Oh, hi, Sally, which was my mom. I go, this isn't Sally. It's Jim. Hi. And I did my back. Then I finally they dropped and I finally.
So I will beg, borrow, and politely steal and ask for forgiveness from almost anything. Yeah, it's all around you.
Well, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yes.
There you go.
Exactly.
Both of you doing these voices right now gives me the question, growing up, did you find just like a compulsion to do these voices? Like, was it just something where like, I need to do a voice, it's just an urge, these voices are coming out, or is it something that you really had to sit down and workshop and craft every time you made a new voice?
Anyone who knows me, it's like, what's your real voice? I'm all over the place with it, and I love to sing. But really, Bugs Bunny, I watched that growing up and was just so inspired by all of that. And and just, so it's the music, right? It's all around you. And I
think of it that way too.
Yeah, and sometimes when I'm trying to find a voice, I'll think of like a tonally, like I play piano. So what, does this person's voice around here, this note, or is it up here, this note, so then maybe she's gonna live here?
Or is it down here and that's where she's going to be? And then, does she have a bit of a cold maybe down here? So, a snorty
She's
thing.
a smoker.
Yeah, she's down here like that, right?
But the
Wow,
notes,
that's pretty good.
notes of it all, right? The music notes really help me kind of find
Oh, wow.
scale.
Yeah.
On the odd time when I have no inspiration, all the time. But yeah.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because we've talked to so many actors on this podcast, and so many come from a musical background. Finding
true.
those notes. I mean, I know Jim's a singer.
Yeah.
Were you ever a singer? You ever sing?
Yeah, I am a singer. I was a singer. I will always be a singer. You kind of have to be able to do it all, and if you can't, you have to be able to fake it really well. I think in this business. So, singing, I was in school choirs, and then I actually sang in some rock bands in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Woo! In the '80s and '90s, and started out did musical theater.
Oh, yeah?
And then I got seduced to the dark side of film and television, also known as the paycheck differential. And
Wow.
and then music, and on a lot of animation shows now, there's been a lot of music. And so My Little Pony was the first cartoon that I had sung for.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. I was about to ask you that.
Yeah.
Now, did you say you were in a band, or you were?
I was like, we had a
musicals?
band. I think we called ourselves 669 because that was the lead guitarist's address at the time on Ossington.
Oh,
It was
yes.
very original thinking of the name. But we did
remember
covers like, oh, the long, cool woman in a black dress. You remember that song?
I do.
Yeah, it's like from a long time
With
ago.
the Hollies.
You know.
Long coat and woman in a black dress.
As a part of the beautiful song. Just one look, she was a bad mess. And the long, cool
Damn.
woman let it, oh.
Okay, you have 10 minutes to stop that.
Okay.
All right. That's wonderful. Good for you. No, wasn't that?
Thank you.
Come on, help me out. Wasn't that the
Aw,
Hollies?
thank you.
That was pretty good, huh?
Very sweet. Yeah, but no, singing on My Little Pony was nerve-wracking. Daniel Ingram was the composer on it, and he's just incredible. And
Was who?
Daniel Ingram. And he's been nominated for Emmys, and I don't know, probably I think he lines his whole room with them now. But it was incredible because it was a real mixed throwback to those classical musicals.
Oh, yeah.
But also there was something very relatable and almost poppy in the music on that show, and it had its own thing. It has its own life now, even after the run of the show. So yeah, sang on that, and I still sing. People ask me not to, but I'll sing anyway.
Well, that's good.
Especially in my car.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Well, you never know. Get a gig out of that, right? Can't hurt.
I know you were in a band as well, Jim. What was the name of your band?
Yeah, well, I was in a bunch of them, but Fusion was the one band in New
Fusion.
Orleans.
Fusion.
It was like one that I was a fantastic Perel in high school, which was cool, and I was a Sweet Soul Spice in high school. I was the white kid, and I still am, and except now I'm the white old fart. But Fusion was the band in New Orleans, the only one I made money in, that I could make a living doing, and we just did cover songs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Would anyone like to hear some Uriah Heep? Say no. Good. Okay, no. Okay. Take me across. Okay, we're done. and
Do you remember the first time you sung in a cartoon?
Oh gosh, that's a good. Dumbo Circus would have to be.
It was.
Yeah, Dumbo Circus. It was a brand new thing. It was called cable TV. Ooh. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was a while ago, and Disney Channel had just started, and they said, "Well, we need some content because we can't keep rerunning these old things from 40, 50 years ago." So they started Dumbo Circus. And I was Lionel the Lion, Dumbo's pal, and it was people in costume, some little people, some regular folks, and they were in costume. It wasn't animated, so it was hard to have a 5-foot mouse because it was based on Timothy from Dumbo, and so they made him a lion. So I got to be Lionel the Lion, and that was my first job for Disney.
But that's one of my favorite things when you're different characters. Like, how would they sound when they sing? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, because it's not just enough for those who are like interested in doing voiceover, right? Like just what your character is going to sound like. But it's also like, what do they sound like? What's their laughter sound like? What do they sound like when they sing?
Yes.
Because do they sing? Are they tone deaf? Do they talk sing?
Wow, that's
All
great.
these
See, I
different
have that
thoughts,
same philosophy.
You know, and so, and what can you add to it that's going to make it kind of stand out a little bit? Like that can help add back into the character.
Yeah.
So I don't see singing as a character. There are some, not all actors will sing. They'll hire some people who just sing for certain characters.
Yes.
But probably because I'm a control freak, well, I love to be able to do both, and I'm very grateful when I'm given the opportunity to do so, because you really can really flesh out the character that way, you know? And
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I think everybody likes when the song comes on. You know, I remember, you know, I've had 4 daughters, and I remember, you know, the cartoon Beyond, something be playing, and the song will come on, and they get up and they start waltzing around the room. So everybody picks up on it. You know, young, old, doesn't matter. Beautiful thing.
I played, there's a cartoon that came out a little while ago called Press Start, and I had a character,
Called
Helga.
who?
Press Start.
Oh.
It's based on the kids' books. And I played Helga the Viking, and I got to do opera singing. And
did you have the helmet with the...
and it came
Wow. I'm just glad none of this glass started breaking.
Yeah, but to be able to, like, I went into, I got offered the part, and they're like, oh, by the way, we want her to be an opera singer. I didn't know that.
First of all, she had to have a really bad accent, and the worse the better, you know, kind of a cross between Beaker and, you know, somebody. And so then she'd do the opera singing, you know, and have to sing the song. And
Wow.
It was just so fun. First of all, terrifying, because I'm like, oh, what am I going to do?
And the dogs liked it.
And
They're going, what? What do you want? I'm over here. Right?
The studio dogs were crazy. But that's what's so fun about working in this business. I don't know if you feel the same way, just those challenges that make you want to run out of the room and hide, and then also that you just can't wait to stand up and shout to the rooftops. You know, I feel like I live between terror and these exulting highs when I'm in the booth all the time. Because you never know what's going to come your way, and you never know if you're going to be able to do it or not. And then when you do it, you're like, yeah, I knew I could do that.